What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. I hope you are all well. This is the final video of 2023, so I hope you all do have a very, very good new year. We are back to do the awards of 2023. 2023 has been a great year for football in general. Obviously, Manchester City won their first treble, which is a massive, massive feat, and winning a treble in general is obviously such a big feat. Manchester City also won the Champions League, obviously within that for the first time in their history. So I wanted to sit down and do some awards. Now we'll start off with Player of 2023, and this has to be Erling Haaland for me. The Ballon d'Or was between two people. It was between Lionel Messi and Erling Haaland. However, Messi was only within that conversation because of what he did in the World Cup, and I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Personally, I'm Messi over Ronaldo, so that's got nothing to do with me saying that. But let's be honest, Lionel Messi was in that conversation and did win that award because of what he did in the World Cup. Erling Haaland has been incredible over the year. He's scored 50 goals over the past season and a half while he's been at Man City, and that's just in the Premier League alone. Not sure how many of that does come within 2023, but even still, there was so many goals scored by Haaland, and it was such an incredible year from the Man City striker. Yeah, easily, he won the treble with City. If you're the star striker and have scored 50 goals in a season and a half to win the treble for your team, you're the player of the year. So yeah, Erling Haaland, congratulations, mate. Player of the year for 2023. Breakout star of 2023 next up, and for this I've gone for Warren Zaïre-Emery. Now, I was debating what actually does class as a breakout star, because some people would still argue, has Zaïre-Emery possibly broken out enough to be given this award? However, he's a name nobody would have heard about, before the start of this year. So I definitely think he qualifies for it in that aspect. And the lad is 3 months younger than me. He's turning 18 in March. He's already made 12 starts with PSG this season alone in Ligue 1, and he's just an incredible player. We're seeing him boss games in the Champions League. We're seeing him boss games in the Ligue 1. This guy is still 17 years of age. For me, he's now a staple in that PSG midfield, and to be a staple in a side who will be competing for the Champions League, if they win or not is a different matter, but a side who will be competing for the Champions League title at the age of 17, easily. Breakout star, Warren Zaïre-Emery. Next up, I've gone for Game of 2023. Now, I was struggling with this one, and I thought, where do usually the big games happen? I went, it's the Champions League. There wasn't a World Cup. There would have been had Qatar. Would have it been last? No, it would have been somewhere 2022, wouldn't it? Okay. Either way, there wasn't any Euros or World Cup or anything, Copa America or anything like that, so I couldn't give it something like that. So I went, what's the next big tournament? I went, it's the Champions League. So I started having a look, and I went, Man City beat Real Madrid 4-0. That was a big game, but does it constitute Game of the Year? Probably not. And then I started thinking Premier League, and then I went, the Game of 2023. Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Who remembers this from the Champions League knockout stages? February, I think it was February 2023. What a game it was. It was the first game. It was the first leg of this game, and Lord, were tensions high. It was a repeat of the Champions League finals of past, and the Reds wanted revenge, obviously, for what happened when Real Madrid beat them 3-1. Karius had his errors. Salah went down injured. Were they different finals? Were they the same final? Either way, they've all happened, and obviously the Reds wanted revenge. And it looked like they were going to get it when they were 2-0 up within 15 minutes. However, Real Madrid did what Real Madrid do, and they came back and scored 5 goals and ended up beating the Reds by 5 goals to 2. Watching Real dominate like that at Anfield, just incredible. And it was an incredible game to watch. I remember sitting down and watching it and going, wow, this is a spectacle. This is a really good tactical battle here. And yeah, it's the magic of the Champions League. Easily Game of the Year. Manager of 2023, for me it has to be Pep Guardiola. Now, I know he has all the facilities that anybody could ever want to, win a treble, but however, being able to facilitate those players and use those facilities well to then be able to lead them on to win that treble, for me, if you win a treble, you are just Manager of the Year, aren't you? People will try and argue with me and go, but we can buy whoever we want, and that's fine. Look, you brought the best striker in the world, and yes, that's fine. But he won them a treble. For me, Manager of the Year, Pep Guardiola, there's no doubt about it. People will try and argue. I do actually want to give a shout out, however, to Unai Emery. I think he's been really, really good with Villa. And if this was just Premier League, which I know it's not, but if this was just Premier League, I'd also give a shout out to Gary O'Neill. I think the job he did with Bournemouth, you know, to keep them up and keep a quite average squad up, was really, really good. And then to come on from that, get sacked unfairly, because, you know, he kept them up. That was what he would have been tasked to do. He did do that. And then get a job at Wolves and continue to play, well, I'm not really going to say play good football, get some good results. Yeah, I definitely think he deserves a shout. And obviously Emery as well, you know, done really, really well with a struggling Villa side when he came in. And then last but not least, for this video, the transfer of 2023, Jude Bellingham. Was there ever any doubt? 17 goals and 5 assists so far for Real Madrid. He's been there less than 6 months. What more could you expect from a player? I know they've, you know, spent loads of money on him, and that obviously does have to come into this. However, Jude Bellingham will be there for the next 10 years and will boss that Real Madrid midfield for the next 10 years. What a signing, what a transfer, what a player. So yeah, there we go. There are my awards of 2023. Once more, thank you for all the support on the channel this year. I know it's been here and there with the kind of content coming out and the availability of the content. We've spoken about this before. I'm trying my best. So I hope you have enjoyed the content that has been released, and I hope you have enjoyed all the videos this year. Have a very good new year, and I'll see you in 2024. See ya!